All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you again for being here. I want to start as early as possible tonight because we've got a lot of East Coasters and I have a lot of really good stuff I want to go over. So let me go ahead and get to my screen here and we will go ahead and start. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about, can you guys see that? Oops. Sorry, one sec, guys. This is my least favorite part. Oh, Catherine, hi, you're here. Okay, there we go. Okay, can I get a thumbs up? Can you guys see that screen? Thank you. Okay, we're going to talk about expanding your network. Now, I should have changed this title here because it's not just going to be about Facebook. We're going to talk about two forms of social media here. Some of this we have already talked about. Some of you have attended these calls, but there are a lot of new faces on. And I think even if we have gone through this, I think it's really good to always refresh yourself because this is what's going on. I'm getting a lot of questions from people saying, how can I meet new people? And I want to help the people that might have been in the business for a while and they're starting to run out of their warm market. They've hit Success Club maybe the last 3, 4, 5 months and they're starting to dry up a little bit. And that's a very real problem. But I also want to speak to the newer coaches that you can get ahead of this now, start to build a new network now. So when you do run out of people in your warm market, that you do have other people outside of that market. Excuse me, let me shut my door real quick. Okay, so we're going to work on expanding your network through Facebook very briefly, and then we're also going to work on expanding your network through Pinterest, which might be a very real new experience for you guys. And I'll be honest, I've been working on this myself, and I'm loving the results so far. It's not kind of blown up in my face or anything, but I'm loving the idea of finding new contacts that are completely outside of Facebook. And I feel like you have a little more control over it. So we're going to talk about Facebook and Pinterest mostly. Okay. But first, let's talk about some rank advancements. I'm so excited. This is my favorite part. So these are the people that are either going to be rank advancing tomorrow. They've already shown that everyone's active or they have advanced since our last call. Since we only do these every 2 weeks, I like to catch everyone up and celebrate everyone because these are big, big accomplishments in your business. Because if you're not rank advancing, you're not moving forward. So congratulations to Angela Myers. She is not on the Team Fit for, I mean, she's on Team Fit for Life, but she's actually a sub-team under Jennifer Ballesteros. And then we've got Raquel Cooper, who is on Team Fit for Life. She just hit Emerald today. And by the way, she hit Success Club 5 and Emerald all today. So congratulations. She's a brand new coach, less than a month. This is a big deal for her and for her business. I'm really, really excited about that. Lil Lewis, she's actually with Team Pivot, which is one of Marion's coaches. I try not to confuse people, but all these are sub-teams of Team Fit for Life. So she went 2-star diamond. So congratulations to her. She's an amazing blogger and mom and coach. And then we've got Miss Kristen Taylor. She also hit Success Club 5 and Emerald today. And I'm really, really excited for all of you guys. This is a big deal and there's so much growth happening in this team. So congratulations to all of you. Awkward pause while I figure out my computer. Okay, all right. So what's coming up next? What are we gonna prepare for? And I wanted to touch on this because I'm guilty of this, where I find myself coming maybe 2 days before something's about to happen because I just get so busy and I don't think ahead. And then I'm scrambling to get people into a free group or coaching at the glance group or whatever they may be. But I want you to kind of put your head in the game and look at your monthly calendar. We've talked about setting up your monthly calendar in advance. And so I'm just kind of giving you some pre-warning here about what's coming up. Is on Monday, we've got a team-wide coaching at a glance group. For those of you that are newer, I think everyone that is newer was actually in a coaching at the glance group. But it's a 5-day group, and everyone's going to be kind of putting in some information. So I'm going to have some of the coaches that have been coaches for a while that have people in there. They're going to be contributing some videos as well, but make sure you are planning ahead. All right. That means marketing. That means personal invitations. That means planting seeds with your posts, making sure that you're being focused and intentional with your posts, talking about the fact that you do run your own business and breadcrumbing those little successes or how that affects your life. Okay. So think ahead. This Monday, I just did an ad for myself today, spent a lot of time on it, probably a good 45 minutes, but it's completely worth it. And then on the 30th, this is going to be the Push to Diamond group. So all of the emeralds that you just saw on the announcements, this is your group. This is going to be the Push to Diamond group, where we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about social media, talk about the intentional posts. And this is only for new emeralds. If you've been through this group, the Push to Diamond group before, this is actually just for emeralds. This is for the brand new emeralds, okay? Okay, so let's get into it a little bit here. I will do a screen share on my Facebook so I can talk a little bit more about this, but I want to give you some bullet points here. And that is friends of friends on Facebook. This has been one of my best ways to build my network on my personal page. So I do have a business page. I also have a personal page. And I think the key thing to remember here is to always have some place to bring people back to. I've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not you need a business page or not. And some people automatically say, I want a business page. I just want to keep it separate. And that's fine. That's your choice. I don't think it's necessary really until you probably get to the diamond rank, when you really start to have team announcements and things like that. And then you also kind of have a little bit of a budget set. If you're a diamond rank, you're clearly making some income. Maybe you have a little bit of that income to put towards promoting your business page, okay? I started mine straight out of the blocks. That was just kind of my choice back then, and I don't regret it, but it might not be for everybody. But having one place for people to come back to, I still use my personal page for my platform, because what that offers us is a chance for us to communicate on a two-way street. If you have a business page, you're really just posting and hoping people are liking it, right? But when you are using your personal page, then you can interact with people and create that interaction and build that relationship much better. So this is why Friends of Friends on Facebook is really important. So this is what I do. If you have I like to say 3 to 5 friends in common. It kind of depends on who the friends are. But if you have 3 to 5 friends in common, I friend them, because clearly you've got something, in common. But I do want to say you want to vet them first. You want to do a little like recon mission and make sure that they actually do fit into your target market. I've had 2 sips of red wine. Make sure that they fit into your target market. So for example, I'm not going to go if I've got a friend and then we've got a couple of friends in common, and one of them's maybe, 65-year-old woman. I'm probably not going to friend request her because she doesn't necessarily fit into my target market. So make sure that you're looking for the right type of person. If you don't know what your niche market is, we're not going to get into that tonight, but that's something you need to work on, okay? We can talk about that another time, but make sure they fit into your target market, because you are being very focused with this particular tool here. You can go to, once you've done that and they accept your friend request, you can go to your recently added friends. I would write their name down on a list and use that for your power threes. These are people you want to start building relationships with. And this list, this power threes, is something you can take action on, right? This is something that you do your power threes on. You've got new people, time to form them, time to build new relationships. Sometimes I'll send out a hey girl, and maybe if it's a guy, sometimes I do friend request guys, but there's a reason for that. And that's because part of my niche market is military, veterans, runners, that sort of thing. So if I see that connection, then I will friend request them. But in most cases, it's usually, moms who are into running, or maybe they were in the military, maybe they have young kids, maybe they like to travel and we went to the same place recently, something like that. But I always send them I just got a hey girl message. Hey girl, thanks for the friend ad. Looks like we have a couple of mutual friends who I think are pretty great. You can never have too many friends, right? Anywho, just want to say, hey, hope you're having a great day. So, put your own spin on that, however you choose to, but it's something that's not going to offend somebody. You're just saying, hey, thanks for the ad. I want to be your friend. Very, very rarely. In fact, I've never experienced it where someone is like, why did you add me? Who are you? It never happens. You just start to build those relationships. You can comment on their stuff. They can comment on your stuff. It is an absolute necessary element to building your network. And they may not respond to you right away. So I don't want you to go into this thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to invite them to my challenge group in the first 3 days. No, probably not unless they come to you directly for that reason. But this is a relationship building business. So you have to give that relationship time to grow. And if they don't respond to you the first time you post on something, or maybe you send them a message, that's okay. This is a business where things do take time, especially something as important as relationships. So don't have your expectations set too high, but keep in mind that every time you do that, you are moving forward and you are building your network. So I want to show you what I was talking about real quick here. Okay. All right, so let's go to okay, so I want to show you a little trick here. So what you can do here, and this is amazing. So what you can do is you can do friends of friends, and this is where it really benefits you to know your niche market. Friends of friends who love running. For me, that's kind of my thing. I'm a runner, so I will put in friends of friends who like running. And then you'll see these people will pop up, okay? Now, like I said, you're not necessarily going to friend every single person. Like this guy, I know where I know him from. It's through my nonprofit organization, but I'm really looking for maybe a female, maybe someone more in my, maybe has kids, someone that I can really connect with. So I'm looking here, like here's a gal, she clearly has a child. I can see who she's friends with here. So what I would do is I would go to her profile, and sometimes you can only see so much. But we have 44 mutual friends. Like that's a lot. I would go through her profile. I would look at her pictures, kind of see what's going on. Cute. She's definitely a mom. What I'm looking for, look, she likes to have fun. Love her already. What I'm looking for is to make sure she's not a coach, right? Because we don't be friend requesting other coaches here. That's not the idea of this. So it's kind of hard you can kind of go through the pictures here, but she looks like she would probably be kind of right up my alley. Mom, she's fit because she's part of this organization. She's also a runner. So I would go ahead and just add her as a friend. And then I would, once she accepted my friend request, I would go back and I'd send her that message and just make that connection, right? I could also go through her pictures and say, let's see, I could talk about, this photo. Maybe she lives there. Maybe she traveled there, what have you. But this little tool here is phenomenal. And so let me show you. So you can do friends of friends who live in Portland. Okay. So again, I'm looking at how many friends we have in common. I'm making sure that I'm not cross-pollinating per se, making sure that if there is other people that are coaches, I'm probably not going to friend request them. But I can go through and look at, these people and kind of check them out a little bit and just see if they fit my, my target market here. So if you haven't tried that tool, I definitely recommend it. It is amazing. And you guys have probably also seen, it's like in the ad sometimes. It doesn't always show up, but if you go to your friends, it's probably not going to show up here. Of course not. But sometimes if you go to your friends and you go to find friends, yeah, it's not popping up here, but it'll say people you may know. And sometimes that kind of pops up on its own. That's another tool. So if you see that pop up, look through that whole entire list and do the same sort of process there, okay? Okay. So I want to get back to thanks for your patience, guys. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, can we see that? Yes, thank you. Okay. I never promised to be techie. All right. I'm a coach, y'all, not techie. Okay. So how to grow your network on Pinterest. Pinterest is a gold mine, you guys. Seriously, if you're not, if Facebook is kind of dry for you, and again, even if it's not dry for you, you need to be doing this now as a new coach. All right. So why Pinterest? It took me a really long time to figure out how the heck to use Pinterest. And again, I'm still learning, but I want to share with you what I've learned. So why Pinterest for business? It's to create a place where you can show who you are by creating value. Because how many people go to Pinterest looking for an idea, right? Or looking for a recipe or a tip or something like that. That's why Pinterest exists, because people are looking for something that's going to help them. But for you, you can mold it into something personal that is you. Because as a coach, you are not selling product. You are you. You are the brand, right? So this is a way for you to set up these boards that will attract your niche market. And so that's another reason why we do Pinterest here. So if you don't have a Pinterest account, I suggest setting up a business page. It's totally free. It's not like Facebook where you have to invest in anything. They give you the option to run ads, and that's really the difference there. If you have a personal Pinterest, I would suggest go ahead and revamp it onto a business page. It's not that big of a difference, except you have different ways. If you choose to promote it, you can as a business page. So just go to business.pinterest.com. And if you have one that's a personal page, they will literally consolidate into a business page for you. It's very simple, okay? Again, make boards that are focused on you and your brand. We will go into my Pinterest page in just a moment, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But when you're talking about your niche market, again, I wrote some things down that are, pertaining to me, but running, military, kids activities, kids lunches, workout inspiration, lots and lots of recipes. Everyone loves good recipes. 21-day fixed approved meals, Shakeology recipes, workout gear, fashion, whatever you might be into. This is a way for you to create that board to attract people and to find other people to connect with. You always want to be putting 3 to 4 pins per week with quality content. So you can do your own uploads. Maybe it's a picture of your own meal or your own recipe or your own Shakeology or something you and your kids did, like an activity. Or maybe it's your workout. You're taking a picture of different moves. Again, remember that you're adding value in this. So it's not just a picture of you working out unless it's like a motivational quote or something, but maybe you're showing 5, still photos of ab moves or something like that. But what's beautiful about Pinterest is it is so quick. I literally go through boards and I'm pinning. And I'm creating value that way because I'm building up my board, and then people are going to be searching for those things, and then they're going to find me that way. And again, I will show you how to do this. There's a way on Pinterest also on a business page that if you have something personal, so maybe it's you're redoing your backyard and you don't really want that to be out there in terms of, my husband and I have a private board where we share yard ideas back and forth. Like, I don't know if that's really going to pertain to anyone. It's not really like a niche market per se for me. I can make that private. Or if you are, I wrote wedding down here, but I think to have a wedding board would actually be really smart if you're getting married. Same with if you have young kids and you're potty training. People are always looking on Pinterest for ideas on, how to make potty training easier or tips and tools to make your life, simple going through that or things like that. But the point is that you can make some of your boards private. They don't all have to be public. Okay, so let's go back. You guys are like, oh my God, I'm getting a headache. Okie dokie. Let's go to my Pinterest board. So think about when you've been, I'm having, there it is. When you've been on Pinterest, for those of you who have, and you're searching for something very specific, right? Like maybe you want a holiday dessert that is vegan, or you want, toddler boy bedroom ideas. It kind of gets specific, right? It's not just decorating. It's not just recipes. So that's really one of my biggest tips here when it comes to creating your boards is make them specific. So for me, I'm still working on revamping my page, but clean eating recipes, I have one big bulk page that I'm going to be splitting up into several different ones, but I talk about my fit life. So these are pictures of me. This is my before and after, things like that. I think, in fact, I'm going to change this to, coaching or something like that. Kids and baby activities. So these are fun ideas. You could change that. I'm probably going to change this to elementary age kid craft ideas or something specific. Think about what people are going to search for. Fitness motivation. So that is motivational quotes, fitness, stuff like that. Creative food for kids. Outdoor ideas, I'd probably change that to yard ideas or outdoor furniture ideas. Fashion. So this is where I get a little more specific here is 21 day fix dinner ideas. Instead of just having a folder that is 21 day fix recipes or 21 day fix and you put everything in there, this is a way to really break it down because again, when people are searching, they're gonna be looking for something specific. They're looking for something for dinner and they want it 21 day fix, or they've heard something great about this program. They want to see what kind of dinner stuff's out there. So break it down into dinner because I also have a breakfast page. I have a board. I have a lunch one. And then see kid lunch ideas, cool workout gear. There's my yard ideas. That's the one I share with my husband. Keep in mind, I'm still revamping this. Quick workouts. Everyone loves a quick thing they can do at home. I have a board for the Marine Corps. Quick and healthy dinner ideas. So it may not be 21 day fix, but I'm also talking about, I think about what I search for. And when I'm in the parking lot of the grocery store and I have no idea what to make for dinner, I type in quick, healthy dinner ideas. This is where I found a lot of these. So I know I'm not the only one who does this. Clean eating desserts. That's a big one. I started a board called Runner Mom. So it's got all sort of runner gear and tips and runner's diet, things like that. 21 day fixed results, Shakeology, weight loss. There's my lunch ideas. So basically, if you can break it down into specific categories, it is better for you. Okay. Let's go to, I'm going to show you now, how do you use Pinterest to find people? That was my biggest question for so long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, something that's in my niche market, I'm going to use running again, like I did at Facebook. I'm going to put, I'm just going to type in running. I'm going to walk you guys through this a little bit. Okay. So let's see, 11 foods every runner should eat. Let me show you a tip real quick here. If you scroll down, if you see, can you see right down here? Do you see my little arrow? There's a number and it has these little pins here. 7,626. That means over 7,000 people have repinned this. That shows me it's really, really popular. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this. And this is where you find these people, you guys. I'm going to go up to this number here, 7,626. I'm going to click on the number. Okay. I've already pinned it. I'm going to click on the number. What this is going to do, it's going to show me every single person that has repinned that article. So what you can do here, and it might take me a few to kind of go through, but I'm going to give you an idea how this works here. So, okay, so I'm going to look at, she looks a little young. Again, I'm looking for someone kind of in my niche market. Let's go to this Tiff. Oh, cute, doggy. Okay, so I'm looking at her board. Again, I'm looking for, is there anything in here about Beachbody? I don't want to friend any Beachbody coaches. So a lot of really good runner stuff. She's talking about yoga, running, upbeat Christian music. Okay, I like Girl with Some Faith. All right, I'm liking her. Okay, so I'm going to go up. I'm going to click on her name right here. This may not be someone that will fit, but I'm, I am investigating. So I'm going to look at her boards here. This is everything that she has created. So home decor, food, fall, Okay, she's married or she's in a relationship. So it looks like she's not, college age. She might fit my niche market. Okay, she looks good. So what I can do, see this little Facebook thing right underneath her name? Not everybody has this, but what you can do is you can click on that and it's going to go directly to her Facebook page. So what I can do is the same thing I did with the Friends of Friends thing. I'm going to scroll through and kind of look at her and kind of see if there's anything that I can connect with, right? See if she looks normal. So you get the concept there, okay? So you have a choice here. You could either message her straight from here and say, and I've got some scripts here, but you can, in the next slide, but you can say, hey, found your board, your fitness board on Pinterest. Looks like we have a lot in common. I too am a fit fanatic. I just want to say thanks for creating such a great board. I love connecting with like-minded, fitness-minded women. You could do something simple like that, okay? But I'm going to go back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just follow her. She seems like she's a cool chick. She obviously is into fitness and food and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and follow her. And I want to show you, this is kind of like the other thing on Facebook where it talks about friends you may know. This is somebody else that Pinterest is saying, oh, you like this girl, you might like this, right? So that's another way you could look at this Jenny Smith person and say, oh, does she fit my target market? So I'm following her, okay? What I suggest is when you follow people, and you'll see this little red thing right up here, this is 7. This is going to be my notifications of either people that are following me back or people that have repinned my stuff. I'm not going to worry too much about people that are repinning my stuff because that happens constantly because everyone's always swapping stuff, right? But what I'm going to pay attention to is if someone's followed me back. And if they have, I'm going to go ahead and write their name down. And then once that happens, and this is what I do. I'm not necessarily going to cold message her. You can, like I just said, but I'm going to wait until she follows me back. And then I can go ahead and I can message this person. So you can message people straight from Pinterest, or you can message them from Facebook, okay? So that's how you find people that are gonna fit into your niche market. So let's look a little bit more here. Maybe I'm gonna go to, let's try something different. Let's go to twin moms. Okay. So again, I'm going to look for a pin that maybe has a little more action. So this one looks good. You know you're a twin mom when. I love that. And it's got 543 repins right down here. It's not 7,000, but that's still a lot. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I'm going to go to this 543. It's going to pull up, obviously, 543 other twin moms. That's my niche market, right? So I would go through, let's see if I can find someone that has maybe a little bit older twins. Okay, not necessarily. So I'm just going to pick somebody. I'm going to go to Kelly here. Okay. So she looks like she's a pretty active pinner. She's got 102 pins in here. So that's pretty good. I see some articles. I see some pictures. 9 tips for breastfeeding. I don't have to do that anymore. Thank goodness. So again, I'm going to click on her. Now, some people don't have the Facebook logo, which is what I'm trying to kind of show you. She does. But okay, so she's got, this is another one of my tips for this is to look for the active pinners. She has over 1,000 pins. That's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and look at her board. Quotes. She's clearly a mom. She's got a lot of kid stuff on here. Home decorating ideas, little ones, party. 1 pin on her health and fitness. That's okay. Oh, there we go. She's got another fitness board, crafts. Yeah, like there's a lot that I can identify with. The home decorating and the twins and the fitness and the, looks like they went to Disneyland. Kitchen ideas. Looks like they're remodeling. I'm right in the middle of that. Looks like she's trying to save money. So yeah, this is a girl that would definitely fit my niche market. Again, I'm going to go to her Facebook page and kind of check her out. Okay. So that's kind of how that works. That's how you're looking for new people here. So my biggest advice in this is to definitely, again, I'm going to follow her. And when she follows me back, then I'm going to go ahead and message her and just find something genuine to connect with her on. It could be about the twins. Having kids is always a major connector, right? Especially if they're right around the same age. And so if any of you have young kids and maybe you're in a potty training phase, that's huge because everyone wants someone to connect with when they're going through something, right? Same with like what I was talking about with the weddings or, you could talk to people about food, and maybe if you're paleo, maybe you're gluten-free, you're vegan, that's another thing you can connect on. So I want to go into some of those scripts that we talked about. Hope I'm not overwhelming you guys, but okay. So these are some of the messages that I would send, that I have sent. Hey, so-and-so, I know this is random, but I found your Pinterest board. So this would be a message that if you were going to message them straight from Facebook. By the way, Facebook used to have other folders where if you weren't friends, your message would go to an other folder and they would never see them. Like I found like 20 plus messages in my other folder at one time I never knew existed. Those no longer exist. So if you send a message, it will go directly to them whether you're friends or not. I know this is random, but I found your Pinterest board, twin moms. It looks like we have a lot in common. I would change the wording here or, say fitness page. I'm kind of a fit fanatic myself and I'm looking for more fitness and nutrition minded people to connect with. We all need as much accountability as we can get, right? Again, I'm throwing some light, humor, and I'm being myself. I hope it's okay that I'm messaging you, but just wanted to say, hey, thanks for the inspiration Pinterest board. So very rarely do people feel weird about that because there's nothing threatening, there's nothing odd about that. You're just looking for people to connect with. So this is another one if you have some sort of food niche market. Hey, Anna, found your Pinterest page for vegan recipes. Love it. I'm also a vegan. I'm fairly new to the lifestyle. How long have you been a vegan? I would love to swap recipes. So again, you're connecting on some sort of subject, right? Hi, Kate. Thanks for the follow. This is if someone follows you back on Pinterest. I see you have kids about the same age as me. Are they getting excited for the holidays? Mine are driving me nuts, which is true, but it's so much fun. Anyway, just wanted to connect with other mamas. Thanks for the cool kid craft ideas. Very simple, very easygoing. There's nothing crazy about that, okay? And that's how you build a network on Pinterest. Okay, so your goals for Pinterest is to message 3 to 5 current followers. So again, you have to be following people's pages for them to follow you back, right? I do have some followers that follow my page that I don't know who they are. So I will go through, it'll say so-and-so started following you. And you can sign up for the email alerts. They're super annoying. I don't recommend it. Just go straight to your Pinterest page and check them. It's like getting a notification for every time someone, or an email every time someone comments on your Facebook stuff, right? You'd be like deleting 500 a day. But go ahead and follow them back if they fit your niche market. If they don't fit your niche market, but they're following you, you might just let that one go. But make sure you're keeping up on the messages and make sure that you're messaging 3 to 5 per day, more if you're trying to build faster. And again, these are quick. You could literally like just pump a lot of these out in your power hour. And remember to connect with someone based on something genuine and real, right? You are truly only connecting with people like you. So just be yourself. Just don't think this is not don't talk about Beachbody, don't talk about coaching. Just make these connections. That's all you're doing. Be consistent with following up in your messages, look for the active pinners. So that means, like I said, the ones that have, if they have 1 pin on each board and they have 6 followers, they're probably not real active. So kind of take a look at them real quick. Shared interest, follow them. And then, like I said before, keep track of the people you follow. So then you can, same with the whole Facebook friends thing, you can write their name down, add them to your powers of 3 list, start building that relationship. Okay, the last thing I want to share here, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up, is another way to build your network, and I kind of threw this in, but is wear and share. I have my 21-Day Fix Extreme hat. That's cute little Catherine right in the middle. That's her coach shirt that we all got in Nashville. And then I have my Shakeology jacket. So another beautiful thing about Success Club is that when you hit it, you usually get prizes. And some of the prizes are things like this, all right? So you can either order stuff like this for yourself. They've got sweatshirts. We've got sweatpants. We've got T-shirts. We've got headbands, all sort of cool stuff. And when I wear my stuff out, it never fails that somebody asks me about it. When I wear my 21-Day Fix Extreme hat, they're like, oh, I've heard about that. My sister's doing that or whatever, and it creates that relationship. Starts that conversation. So what you can do in that scenario, so I'm at Target one day and that happens. My sister did that program. You've done the extreme. Oh my gosh, how much harder is that? And we're like, like 2 little kids talking about something exciting. And I start to tell her about it. And I'm like, well, okay, thinking if I walk away, I'm probably not going to see this woman again. Like, how do I make this a relationship? Pull out my phone, pull up Facebook and go, let me find you on Facebook real quick. And I find her on Facebook, because don't hand a business card. Don't be businessy. You're not a real estate agent. Just get on Facebook, because again, that's how you're going to connect with people, which also goes back to when you're posting consistently on your personal page, that's how people are going to see that stuff. Right. And so those new contacts are going to be on your Facebook page, and they're going to see what you're posting. So the shirt in the middle that Catherine has that says coach, I get people all the time going, coach, like, what kind of coach? What do you coach? And I get to tell them, oh, I'm an online coach, and, we do health and fitness, and I also am kind of a business coach, and it creates a conversation. And then the Shakeology, same sort of situation. People say, what is that? Is that like a cocktail or something? So share and wear is really, really important. So I suggest if you don't have anything, get something, buy a $20 jacket or whatever. You're really investing in your business and in yourself. And then if you don't want to buy something, earn it. Great. Success Club. Okay. All right, you guys. So because we went through a lot over Pinterest, I want to give you guys, a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. I know it's a lot of information, but if there's anyone that has any questions, now is the time. Yes, Brandy, how did I know?
No, I just unmuted in case
I'm kidding. I love your question.
I really don't have one right now. I just
Oh, bummer. So do you guys feel like you're excited to use Pinterest?
Yeah, I am. It's something that I like browse through, but I never really knew how to work it. And
exactly. But there's millions and millions and millions of people on there.
Yeah.
And it's like, once you see the boards, it's so easy to see who they are and what are they interested in. It's like, it's amazing. I can't believe I haven't used it more so in the past 2 years. But I think if you are a newer coach, you don't necessarily have to take on 3 different forms of social media to begin with. Start with one, get good at it, really understand it, and then move on. So you can, it's up to you on how you want to go about that. If you want to really learn Facebook for business and Pinterest at the same time, by all means, go for it. It's not hard. It just takes you a little extra time, but it's a gold mine. I mean, there's just amazing to be able to see what people are interested in right there immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
Do you know if you can do you know if you can do that stuff from the mobile app?
I have the mobile app, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can do everything. If you don't have the mobile app and you are going to be using Pinterest, get the app, because you can pin really, really quickly. I think you can. Yeah, like I'm pulling up people right now.
Okay.
I don't know about the messaging part, but you can definitely go through people's pages and that sort of thing. And you can look at your notifications and things like that. So yeah, you should be able to do most of it on your phone as well.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Anything they want to say?
I do have a question now. So my friend and I are doing a bazaar this coming weekend, and it was mainly just to start talking with people and get contacts in the community. But you have to hand make something. So we ended up producing an entire line of fitness headbands with label. It has a label even. Anyway, I'm really excited about it. What is the best way? What's the best way to start talking about Beachbody when I'm selling my headbands?
I wouldn't. I mean, you don't want to go straight into business stuff right away, right? I mean, if you were this is like a smaller event, and you're doing this, I would make sure the people you're talking to, find a way to connect with them. Like, pull out your phone and just talking. Like if they want your headband, go, are you a runner? Do you work out? Like, get to know why they want that headband, right? And just make it a natural progression. It's not like here's a headband, by the way, I'm a coach. It's just becoming friends with them, and talking with them. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess, but you just start
Okay.
talking to them and then be like, hey, let me find you on Facebook real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Do the headbands say anything on them though?
The headbands themselves have a monogram of BGB, which is Beauty Got Beast. And so, yeah.
Well, that's a good
It's-
conversation piece,
And
right?
it has it's reflective, just so you know.
Well,
That took a long time to figure out.
conversation piece, though, right? That's a good conversation piece. They're like,
Yeah.
well, what does BGB stand for? Go, well, I just recently got myself back into fitness. I've lost a bunch of weight. I'm really inspired, and I want some cute stuff to wear while I work out. That's a conversation starter,
Yeah.
right there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
I know it's no duh stuff, but sometimes it's just I get all these thoughts in my head, and things sometimes get overwhelming, and then we forget about just basic communication skills, I think.
Right. Just
So-
don't overthink it. You know, just try to just connect. That's all I'm gonna say. Just find a way. Don't walk away without having a way to get a hold of them. Because if you say, "Oh, my name's Brandy, find me on Facebook," it probably won't happen. You got to
Okay.
take control of that situation, right?
Okay, awesome.
Okay. All right, you guys. I know that there's a lot of East Coasters out there, so I'll let you guys go. This call will be recorded if you want to go through some of that stuff at at a later date. But so good to see all you guys. Thank you for being here. And if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, guys.